Previously on 24 Station Street.
We're going to go to the fans and see what they think about the WrestleMania heroes.
Tonight I want to talk about some of the celebrities that I had the privilege of working with, some very famous celebrities. And as we're seeing like the pyro go off in these crowd shots, the director cut to us by mistake.
Listen up, Daddy. Swingman Johnny Swinger here, and this year at WrestleMania, all the Vegas Rizzats will be mine for the taking, Daddy.
And you see Shawn Michaels, myself, and Pamela Anderson. So he basically gave away the finish of who was getting Royal Rumble at the beginning of the show.
Just another question.
Sure.
I got a question for you, Daddy. Who's notched more Rizzats than the Swingman, Daddy?
I think so.
What's a Rizzat?
It's not a good one.
Welcome to Major League Wrestling MLW. For you fans who are not yet familiar with Major League Wrestling, this is not sports entertainment. This is professional wrestling as real as it gets. Hybrid wrestling, extreme wrestling, Mexican lucha libre, Japanese strong style, it's all here in Major League Wrestling. Oh my God!
Terry Funk, long blood between me and you. Bad blood between me and you. Give me MLW, put it together. It ain't gonna be pretty.
But I know one damn thing for sure. I'm a tough old son of a bitch, and I'm ready to show it.
Lord, oh my God! There it is, the lariat! Satoshi Kojima is the new Major League Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion!
Welcome everyone to a special episode of 24 Station Street. Woo! Today's show is dedicated solely to MLW Wrestling, the fastest growing company in the genre today.
What you just witnessed were early highlights from the 2001-2002 years.
Now we're going to show you some highlights from today.
Oh yeah.
Styles may fight, and nothing is off limits. This crowd erupting for Riddle. This is why we love Matt Riddle. It is Major League Wrestling. Buy the ticket. Take the ride.
Major League Wrestling. Experience the difference.
Tonight we will show you the top 5 moments in MLW history.
Oh yeah, the top 5 champions.
We'll also go behind the scenes and take a look at the people who make the show happen. Crew members that are never seen on camera.
Oh,
John,
yeah.
you ready for the deep dive in MLW Wrestling?
Let's run it.
Yes.
Bar Wisdom, Station Street, Chattanooga, Wrestling Raps, Hip Hop Mania, whole team strong. Shout out Sahadi, JG, big ups.
Buy the ticket. Take the ride.
David.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to go with MLW?
Well, first of all, I got let go by TNA 2 days beforehand, a show that they had in Atlanta. But when I went there, John, I felt this raw energy. It felt different. It felt real. There was something about it that was like, wow, there's a vibe here. The fans reacting to it. They're so into this. The talent is going all out.
What is that? What's that?
Oh, shit. John, that's a contra glitch. They hack shows. They've been trying to take over MLW again. They had control of MLW like for a year and a half, and they're trying to take control again. And whenever you hear that glitch, that's not a good thing, John. So let's just go on, okay? Maybe they're trying to hack our show. Let's just go with the top 5 moments in MLW history right now.
Okay, top 5.
And now, the top 5 moments in MLW history. Number 5. The Opera Cup revival in 2019.
After a 71-year hiatus, the Opera Cup returned in 2019 with the Hart family donating the cup to MLW as its new steward.
last won by Stu Hart in 1948. It would be his grandson, Davey Boy Smith Jr., who would claim the cup upon its 2019 revival.
Number 4. MLW takes back control of the league from the Contra Units in 2002.
Contra Unit's first appearance at W began with an assault felt around the world. Chaos and riots broke out wherever their brand of violence broke out. Nobody was safe, nobody was above attack. After Jacob Fatu won the World Heavyweight Championship, beginning the longest reign in league history, Contra occupied MLW and it seemed they were unstoppable, until Alex Hammerstone led a rebellion to take the company back.
Big TKO! Hammerstone into the cover! There's it, he got it! Hammerstone's the new champion!
After defeating Fatu to end the longest world title reign in league history, there was only one place to settle the blood feud: War Chamber. The war began as many expected it would, with Contra exhibiting military precision, but the seeds of their destruction has already been sown by a new force in MLW, Cesar Duran.
Number 3. MLW's return and one-shot relaunch in 2017.
Welcome everybody to Major League Wrestling here in Orlando, Florida. My name's Rich Bocchini, joined by the legendary Tony Schiavone. What an incredible main event!
You're not kidding.
Ricochet setting up for the Benadryl or two. No, Strickland grabbed hold of the leg. Back in the arm submission. Will Ricochet tap?
Stay with it, kid. Stay with it.
Tapped out, he tapped!
How about that?
Number 2. War Games. The Extreme Horsemen versus the Funky Army in 2003.
The match beyond has begun. At this point, a knockout or a submission will end this matchup. And my God, you've got to think the Extreme Horsemen are going to target Bill Alfonso. It's beaten to death by Simon Diamond. Terry Funk is a flaming branding iron. Terry Funk is branding Steve Corino. Good Lord, oh my God! Terry Funk has singed the face of Steve Corino. Corino has been burned. The World Heavyweight Champion has been burned by Terry Funk. And now it's the famous Funk spinning toe hold. He gave it up. Corino gave up. The World Heavyweight Champion gave up. He submit. He gave up to Terry Funk.
The fucking Army!
Terry Funk has done it. Terry Funk has made Steve Corino the World Heavyweight Champion. Give up in War Games.
And number 1. Satoshi Kojima, crowned as MLW's first World Heavyweight Champion in 2002.
There it is, the lariat! He damn near took Jerry Lynn's head off! It's over! It's over! Satoshi Kojima is the new Major League Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion!
Man, those were some epic moments. Battle Riot 7 is going to be awesome this year.
John, it's going to be epic, as you said, and it's the biggest event in company history for many different levels. What the hell?
What the hell is it? Oh,
John,
what is that? Oh!
That's a Contra street soldier.
Oh!
We're being attacked.
Man!
Let's pitch to
You got me involved in this.
No, it's going to be okay. Let's pitch to some a feature on some of the guys that are behind the scenes in MLW history.
All right, okay.
Whoa, I'm scared.
Shit.
Whoa, yeah.
My name's Danny Darko, ringside photographer for MLW, born and raised Brooklyn, New York.
Hi, my name is Dan Miller, and I am a video package editor at Major League Wrestling.
Yeah, so my name is David Valens, and I'm a digital media content producer with MLW.
Hi, my name is Brian Tamburello, and I am a video editor for Major League Wrestling.
I would say the coolest thing about working for MLW is that I've been a wrestling fan for my entire life, so being able to immortalize moments, it's like a full circle moment for me.
The locker room is very, It's a very family kind of locker room. I think that is what makes the production aspect, in my opinion, flawless.
The best thing I like about MLW Wrestling is that there is a style of wrestling for everybody.
You could see Matthew Justice falling off of a balcony in one match, Japanese strong style in another, lucha libre, everything in between. It's absolutely awesome.
I've been fortunate enough to be there for a lot of cool moments in MLW in my short time here. I would say one of them would have to be shooting War Chamber. War Chamber 1 and 2, pretty insane. Other moment, JBL came in, clotheslined the shit out of Mr. Thomas and just left. And I'd say Kojima winning the MLW title for the second time.
Piece of work that I'm most proud of has got to be the Battle Riot 7 reveal commercial that I made back in December.
This April.
It's a match unlike any other.
I used a lot of new techniques. I pushed my own boundaries because this thing had to be great. It's the first time MLW is going to Los Angeles, and it's for the big 40-man Battle Riot event. It's an absolutely stacked card, and I'm just thrilled that we were able to sell out the first venue, move to a bigger spot for what's shaping up to be the biggest event in Major League Wrestling history.
Anytime Minoru Suzuki's in the building, man, that guy is just a presence, and being able to work with him and just capture the madness that he brings to the ring, pretty dope, man.
My favorite moment at MLW would have to be the Mystical documentary that I produced. We shot it for New York originally, and it was supposed to be more of an introductory piece about Mystico and how wrestling has sort of opened up this opportunity for him in terms of traveling the world, and New York is such a significant city for wrestling that eventually it evolved to him winning the Opera Cup. I said, hey, why don't we just build on what we originally shot and extend it to this just epic piece about this profound talent, this international talent, and just showcasing what MLW has done for him and for everyone else that's been involved.
As a fan of professional wrestling, being a photographer, being able to shoot some of the best professional wrestling in the world is one of the biggest honors.
Myself, everyone else that has had a hand in MLW has, in a sense, grown in the business. So it just goes to show the magic that MLW offers to not just talent, but to people in the camera side as well. So it's a great company. It's a great company.
We love you, David.
So David, those are editors that work for you, right?
Editors and photographers. They're a hardworking crew, they're very talented, and they care. They're the stars behind the camera that make the stars that you see on camera. They're the unsung heroes.
So, who's your guest on Beyond the Squared Circle?
The voice of MLW Wrestling, Joe Dombrowski. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Squared Circle. My first guest, the voice of MLW Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to Mr. Joe Dombrowski. Hey, Joe, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, David. It's an honor to be on your platform, and hope I can live up to your lofty expectations.
Well, you are, because there's one thing I want to say right now, okay? Before we get started. We love that soundbite, Joe. Buy the ticket, take the ride.
Buy the ticket, take the ride.
Soundbite, Joe. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Joe, I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew your name. I knew what you did. But I knew nothing about you. And working with you, I'm being sincere. I put you up there on the level of all the greats who've done play-by-play. The people like Mike Tenay, Jerry the King Lawler, Tom Hannafan. Really, really wonderful at what you do. And it's a pleasure to work with you. I want everybody to know that. So my first question for you is, how young were you when you first became a fan of pro wrestling?
Well, I mean, first, I'm so honored to hear those words from you. And there's probably a little bit of every name you mentioned in my work. So I'm glad it's showing through, and I'm glad that that I'm able to do my job and hopefully enhance that experience for everybody. But my fandom goes back to age 5. My earliest memory, actually, I just posted it a couple weeks ago on my social media. Andre the Giant and Bobby the Brain Heenan in an interview segment. Heenan goes for the handshake, and Andre's crushing Bobby's hand, and Bobby's over the top selling it and reacting to it. I have no idea what hooked me to it, but that started the roller coaster ride from there. I was still underage when I started doing it. I was 17 years old, but no such regulations for ring announcers and commentators, and I happened to co-promote an event at my high school at 17 because my Spanish class needed a fundraiser, and the promoter liked local flair. That one of the teachers was a guest manager, and I forget if it was my ideas or if it was the promoter Norm Connors, but I wound up working with a guy named Jeff Gorman, who did some early Ring of Honor stuff back in the day and was the voice of Pittsburgh wrestling. And I was terrible that night. If we played it back now, I would be cringing in this chair for 2 hours, but it was a foot in the door to learn, what it was like, what it felt like. And at that point, I was on cloud nine because that was the dream realized.
What do you see yourself doing in the future, or is there a goal that you want to be an announcer of this or that, whatever? What would make you, what's the single thing you'd love to do in your career before you call it quits?
I'm not the kind of guy that's going to say, well, I have to get to WrestleMania or my career's not worth it. I want to have a better 2025 than I had 2024, and a better 2026 than 2025, because there's always a next. There's always a mountain to climb. There's always a goal to achieve. There's always a way to be a little bit better than you were last time. I'm just along for the ride, and as long as you are happy with your life and you have the freedom to pursue it the way you want, and you're financially secure and you're not hurting anybody, as far as I'm concerned, you're winning at life.
Is there anything you want to promote before we end our discussion today? Anything you want to talk about?
Well, I told you I've been having a lot of fun with working on old footage, and a lot of that has just been building relationships with a lot of content owners and bringing forward a lot of wrestling history that you're not going to find on a Peacock or a Netflix or on any streaming channel owned by a conglomerate. And the fact we've been able to put out special collector sets for Andre the Giant, on Harley Race, on the Von Erichs, coming soon Ric Flair, coming soon the IWA in 1975, which,
wow,
just finding those nooks and crannies in wrestling that no one else thinks about, no one else talks about, no one else has, and brings them out there. I love doing. It's a passion of mine. It's a scavenger hunt for me across the wrestling world, just finding what's still out there, because I'm sure you know, David, so much of our history is unfortunately lost because it was recorded over, it was never recorded, or, promoters then just didn't understand the value of video we know today. But what little bit is out there, I want to make sure is available and accessible for a fan. And the other cool thing, David, is I get to call some of these matches and don't have original audio.
Before we go, somebody just handed me this thing they want me to tell you, and it is, buy the ticket, take the ride. Joe, pleasure working with you. You're awesome. Thank you for spending some time with us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know.
Likewise.
If you don't want to speak it, say it on your shirt. Bar Wisdom presents an irreverent collection of bold tees that are witty, wry, and sometimes offensive. But you don't care. Go to barwisdom.co and click on apparel to see our unique collection of t-shirts, caps, and more. Oh, and there's even a Bar Wisdom book, too. Be bold. Be you. Get your merch today. barwisdom.co.
Welcome everyone to Backstage Pass. Again, we're here with the great David Sahadi, and we're talking about his role in MLW and actually what's changing as far as the stratosphere of wrestling today, right in front of our very eyes. And again, tell me some things about MLW that
John,
reach out.
Here's some things that most people don't know. I said earlier they're on the ascension. They're rising right now. They've done something that no other company can say that they have done. In the last 18 months, they have sold out every venue that they performed in, that we performed in. I'm part of them too. And no other company can say that. TNA can't say that. WWE can't say that. AEW can't say that. But MLW Wrestling does some of the venues that TNA does, like Center Stage in Atlanta. We sell out in 2 days. TNA doesn't. And that's pretty impressive.
One thing that comes to mind is just thinking about the diversity of type of wrestling that MLW offers. Is it because of that? There's all shades of different types?
It's because of that, John, but the fans are tapping into something. So there's something visceral going on in MLW. There's something that the fans feel. They're watching our shows, they're buying our tickets to our events. So something big is happening. And this weekend coming up at Battle Riot, a big, big event. We not only sold out the venue that we originally booked in, but we had to book a large venue. And guess what? We sold out that venue too. And that's why it's such an exciting time to be part of MLW Wrestling.
It feels really, really cutting edge and almost like you're witnessing something new.
Yeah.
Every single episode of MLW,
Yeah.
and that's Major League Wrestling.
Yeah. Do you know why? Most of our fighters have MMA backgrounds, or jiu-jitsu backgrounds, or taekwondo. They're combat sports athletes. So when they hit, they hit. They hit real. It feels real. It feels different. And that's what the fans.
So I have to ask you this
Sure.
here. To compare it to just the good old days.
Yeah.
As far as the feeling of the Attitude Era versus the feeling of MLW now, do you feel the same way? Do you get the same feeling of pushing, forward with the company?
On many levels, John, but the biggest one is this. They are starting to rise like a rocket right now. So that's the similarity. I think that in 6 months, this company is making a lot of noise, a lot of people will be watching, and it is going to go to extreme heights.
Okay, and again, thank you so much, my man. As always, I just like to get a glimpse of what's going on in your world. And again, thank you guys for tuning on in. And again, until next time, have a good day.
The MLW Top 5 Champions of All Time is sponsored by Sam Goody's. Goody's Got It. The law firm of Speak, Turner, and Newkirk. Tag us in before you tap out. And by Comp USA. We're not sure what we do, but we do it well. Number 5, MJF.
Cannot believe great middleweight names in boxing. Carlos Monzon, Felix Trinidad, Bernard Hopkins, Maxwell J. Friedman wins it with a lollipop in his mouth.
Number 4, Alexander Hammerstone.
He thinks it's all done to the top. Uso through the table. That's gonna do it. Fatu hooks the leg. Hammerstone kicked out at 2. Hammerstone power slam with the world title on the line. Deep TKO. Hammerstone into the cover.
Number 3, Filthy Tom Lawler.
Through snapmare, choke, rear naked, can he get it in?
Is your winner and new MLW World Heavyweight Champion, Filthy Tom Lawler!
Number 2, Jacob Fatu.
Hell! Contra! He's being 300-pound moonsaults to chaos. No one does it any better than Contra.
And number 1, Kojima.
And now, with the full torque, Lariato! Nasty Lariat! Kojima the cover! Will history be made? My God, he has done it!
Here is your winner, and new MLW World Heavyweight Champion, Satoshi Kojima!
The first ever two-time MLW World Champion has been crowned at Super Fight. Many of these fans are standing in shock, jaw draped open at the legend Satoshi Kojima comes back home and becomes champion again. And tonight, Satoshi Kojima, for the second time, can call himself MLW World Champion.
Oh, damn! Oh, shit! Damn it! Oh!
Shit.
John, enough fear. I'm gonna confront that guy once and for all. You man the door, okay? Coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if I can get this done in one take for a change.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
This is a great shot. Look at that.
Looks like I'm getting shot. Do I need to ask you your name or?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What is your name?
Okay. All right. So we can start again. All right.
Yeah, my man.
Oh yeah.
My man!
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
Let's get fired up on this part. Yes. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah.
Not again.
All right. How does it sound?
Sounds good.
I'm the Prince of all Saiyans.
Well, I'm the king of all Saiyans. So that tops Prince.
Heck yeah, you got more responsibility.
I think yeah. That feel good to you?
Good, I feel good.
We're such goofballs.